A few weeks ago, Gdsc hosted a data science and a machine learning event, and this event was really packed with a lot of information about data science and machine learning. Basically, the event was actually really broken down so that you'll be able to understand the intricacies or the intricates of data science. Yeah. Luckily, for those who weren't able to attend the event, it was recorded. So you can actually just sit back and relax as this video contains the whole recorded session. So without wasting any time at all, let's get into the video.
So I'd like to welcome Jesse Murah to take over the floor from here.
Hello everyone. Please react. Please react to the if you can hear me. Okay, good. So good evening once again, and I hope everyone is doing well. Yes. So first of all, I'll just introduce myself again. So my name is Jesse Murah. I have a very long name, but Jesse Murah for short. I'm a third year computer engineering student at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and I'm grateful to uh, Jihel, if I got the name right. So if I got it wrong, pardon me for that. For this opportunity to speak to you on demystifying data science and machine learning and its real world applications, especially as students and as we want to know the career path that we want for each and every one of us. So this is very short, but I promise you this is going to be very interactive. The reason is I don't make it something at the end it will be something confusing to each and every one of us here. So at the end of because this is an introductory course for introductory course for each and everyone here who is having that level of enthusiasm to learn data science and machine learning. And yes, this is my name is Jesse. I'm the lead for AI and machine learning at Gdsc KNUST. And if you want to follow me on LinkedIn too, that's my name. That if you use it on the search box, you'll be able to find me. Yes, so let's just get started with we having some 5 to 10 minutes of intro. So have you ever thought of this? What let's say that you have an exam, you know that there are lots to cover, and if you wish that you could predict your lecture exams questions, could anyone volunteer to share his experience or something of such nature, or I'll call or I'll leave it to your lead so that he will appoint anyone to share his idea on whether whether the person has experienced such thing before. Oh, anyone, you can feel free and speak. Yes, yes, you can go for it. You can unmute and speak.
Okay, yeah, I have most of most of the time, what I'll do is basically I'll go through the past questions, try to look at maybe what the lecturer has said in class and all of that, instead of me having to read all the lecture notes. That is very stressful. That's basically
Great.
what I do to predict the exam questions.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And the past questions too are a lot, and you have to cover each and every question before the actual day of writing the exam happens. You understand? So it's actually, so what do you do? So have you thought of, okay, what can I do so that this particular question drops in my in my exam? Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, and thanks for your contributions. So anyone you can unmute and speak. Anyone, just giving the next 1 minute. Oh, no one wants to speak. All right. So I'm moving. I'll move on. So let's look at the second instance. So, for those of us who have used Netflix, you'll be there and you'll be like, oh wow, I search for a movie that you want to watch, or in order not to give the answer, could you share, anyone, you can just raise your hand and go for it. So have you had that experience where you watch a movie, all right, but when you want to watch another movie again, to tell you that, oh, do you like this movie, do you like this movie, like that kind, then you like, so the Netflix actually read my mind or what? So I just want to know your experience on that. So anyone, you can just raise up your hand and you can speak. Yes, Ezra, you can unmute and speak.
Yeah, so basically that one they use your previous information that you have. So they link
Exactly,
it to the similar data
exactly,
that is available.
exactly. And we'll talk more about this in the next, I think in the next 3 or 4 slides. So that is it. Yes. So just one person and we move on. Yes, Marvin, you can unmute and speak. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That, yes, perfectly and well said. And yes, Uma, you can unmute and speak.
Mine is Spotify. Whenever I listen to music I like, they recommend me a music, and when I listen to it, it's something that I always like. So I thought it's always crazy.
Yes, and yes, that is true. Ezra, do you want to say something again?
No, sorry.
Okay, sure. So just as Marvin and Umar said, they are all algorithms that are working on any of the platforms they are using, be it YouTube, Netflix, Spotify, or any other entertainment application. And I'll explain something to you when we get to machine learning. So let's continue. So let's look at what is data science? So I'm actually going to use a scenario to give you a definition of what data science is all about. So at this point, just imagine yourself as a data detective. So something like where you're policing me and also that kind of thing. So, and yeah, uncovering hidden patterns and solving mysteries and with data. And one thing you should know is that data is like we have data everywhere. So it's up to you as the detective to be able to know the right data, to be able to analyze that data, for positive use. And we are all thinking at the points that okay, we need good data for people to use and to be able to do whatever thing that they want to do, be it positively or negatively. So that is what data science is all about. We are not looking at the numbers and algorithms, all right, or per se, but you're looking at three things. So um, so after you leave this call, one thing, so these are the three things you should know about data science. One, curiosity, creativity, and problem solving skills. Trust me, if you don't have these three, you are missing out on the opportunity to be in the field of data science. You understand? So the whole idea is think about you being a detective to make sure that you're actually getting the right data to be able to be processed for positive use. You get it? So that is all about data science. Please react if you understand what I just said. Don't worry if you don't understand. I'll open room for questions. So don't worry at all. Okay, sure, good, 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 good. And we come to almighty machine learning. So let me just give a brief uh, thing about machine. So people are saying that machine learning is a different field on its own. No, 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 no. So machine learning is under artificial intelligence. And for AI, people use AI for machine, but there are two different things. So we want to look at what machine learning is. And for machine learning, is just the process of training the software or the data that you have, and the process of you training that data you have is called a model. This model is used to make useful predictions or generate content from data. So basically, we are talking about how trained to make predictions. So if you look at, for example, the Spotify or YouTube, you realize that there's this particular genre that you like you love listening to. So it will recommend that kind of songs to you, when you're looking for another song again. Then you'll be like, oh, I love it, I love it. So that kind of process that goes through is machine learning. So the whole process is taking data from you, and it will process it to become a model, and that model is used to make predictions for your next song. uh, I'm hearing so Nana, okay, thank you. Yeah, so that is it for machine learning. And so we come to ask ourselves, why are they important? Why do we need to learn, or why do we need to go into the field of data science and machine learning? And Nana Kojo, please unmute your microphone. Uh, Thank you. So we now come to the why do I need to go into the field of data science and machine, or why do I need to go to data science, or why should I specialize in machine learning? So remember, I was talking about you them. Imagine this detective, or you as a detective, solving mysteries and solving mysteries of problems that impact millions of people. So the point is, data science and machine learning, they are changing the way we do things, especially in the various industries. And what you are seeing right now is just the beginning. For example, when you go to when you look at the healthcare sector, if you're able to use machine learning and data science, it helps in predicting disease outbreaks or developing personalized treatments, and that will it produces it increase productivity. You get it? So it's they are taking the old way of doing things to transform it to get a new way of doing it. So that is what that is for the health. So for the finance, so for finance, you are literally using machine learning to detect fraud, to predict and we have to think about how we can use data science and machine learning in our various fields of study. So especially, let's look at our AI-powered assistants. So for example, with the use of ChatGPT and Google Gemini, it's not bad anymore. So looking at these applications, machine learning has really helped a lot in training it to for this to happen. So that is it. So let's look at latency and machine learning. So we have supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So this is where going to focus on right now because that's my field. Yes. So one for supervised learning, so you have to let's think about an email. So let's say an email like set of emails that contains supervised learning. You are data contains label. So for example, just as I said about the set of emails that you have, we are looking at how to detect spam messages in your email. So with the use of machine, if when we are able to train the data from emails that you receive every day. So if you realize, you will see that some of the emails that you have, some goes to your spam straight. Then you look at it like, okay, this is the reason why my email went to spam. But it's not so. But take note, it's not every it's not every email that contains spam messages. So you look at it like, so someone sent me an email, you when you delete it, it's now learning it and learning it again so that it will detect that particular problem. So with that, you are training, yeah, you yourself are training the model that Google has developed to be able to detect spam messages in your email for that. So with so that is it for uh, supervised learning. So please want at this point, if you understand what I'm going through right now, just react to this message and just react so that I continue. Okay, good. So let's look at unsupervised learning. So just as I said, supervised learning is when you're using your data to predict models that contains so your data contains labels. So for unsupervised learning, so for unsupervised learning, Emmanuel, yeah, Emmanuel, what you can ask your question now. Okay, so I can continue now. So the rest, so everyone on this call, if you have your question, please note it. When I'm done with the presentation, then I'll give room for everyone to answer his or to ask his or her question. So please chill, relax, and let's continue. Right. So for supervised learning, just as I said, there's data that is going to be trained to predict what we want to use and to use it for does not contain the labels. You understand? So that's it for unsupervised learning. So an example that is quite familiar to you is, okay, so you've entered the supermarket, and you let's say you're the owner of the supermarket, and there's this particular product that people aren't buying, but this particular product people are buying. So in your class, your upcoming classes, you'll be learning algorithms that you'll be used to predict these machine learning algorithms. So for supervised learning, you'll be learning about clustering and KN algorithms, those kind of algorithms. So for clustering, so I'm using the clustering example to explain the supervised. So that the clustering algorithm is used to, so this algorithm is used to group a certain certain amount, like number of people to for example, if there's this product A that people buy, it will group you. Then the product that people don't buy, it will group you to another side. So that one, you are going to get the group of people who like this product and those who don't like this product. Then from there, the analysis can come into place that, what people aren't buying. So they will be able to state their reasons, and for that you are going to make your prediction, your algorithm better for a better prediction. So that is it for unsupervised learning. And for reinforcement learning, so just think of reinforcement learning to be a robot to play ball. Build the robots to be able to score goal, score a goal, to play a free kick. No. So with that you are looking at it in a point that, oh, when I create a robot, when I create a robot, it should be able to pass a ball. So you are going to pass data to the ML algorithm to be able to let the robot pass the ball. So it will be making mistakes. So let's so think of it that think of reinforcement learning as a correction uh, field. So it will make mistakes, all right, but you are training and you are going to correct these mistakes for it to become better. And when it becomes better, that is it. It will be able to make and be able to play a lot of passes, lot of score goals, play free kick, like things that the robots should do. So that's it for reinforcement learning. And now we come to what data scientists do. Being a data detective. So let's use that analogy to and you are using various tools to solve a mystery. So that's what a scientist does. So let's look at the five things and that data scientists do. One, you're looking at data wrangling, so I'm going to break it down. So let's use an instance here. So for data wrangling, and let's think of let's think of Twitter comments. So let's say somebody posts a message on Twitter, then you see of comments. Let's say there's someone makes a post about a new movie released, and we are looking at how people are reacting to this message. So these data scientists take the raw data, which is from the comments, and they clean it up. So there are three things involved. So one, you are looking at removing errors and inconsistencies. So with this part, you are imagining that you are removing spam comments or misspelled words. And two, you are to format the data consistently. So like uh, prioritizing comments by sentiment. So there's an area in machine learning called sentiment analysis. You look at that one too in your subsequent classes. So for sentiment analysis, you are actually training a model to detect if a message is a positive, negative, or neutral message, and three, filling in missing information. So with that, data scientists use this natural processing, language processing algorithms to infer missing emotions with that particular comment or message that person has put out there. So the second step is exploratory analysis. So let's get curious. Then let's ask. It's time to explore and clean data and find clues. So the three things we ask ourselves, we the data scientists do is one, so because they are curious, they ask a lot of questions. So using using the scenario that I gave in the beginning, you ask yourself, do audiences love the special effects or did they love the special effects or the acting more? So yeah, let's ask ourselves again, do they love the special effects of that movie or they want to see more action in that movie? So when you get answers from that question, then you now visualize the data. So visualizing the data, you are looking at the word count, showing the most frequent words, charts of positive and negative messages, and so these are the two things that you can think, but you can think of other other another best use for analyzing this data. And the third one is identifying interesting trends. So we look at regions with higher praise for the humor and demographics enjoying the action sequences. So looking at this, yeah, you're going to look at it from the points that okay, let's see the messages that are having a positive impact. Then we group it at one side. The negative impact we are grouping it on another side, and that's what is termed as clash. So clustering is an algorithm is used for that. And three, we have a feature engineering. So after cleaning the raw data and getting the right ones for yourself, then you now create the perfect tools for that. So we are looking at extracting new features, then combining existing features and transforming the features itself. Then after that, you look at the fourth step, which is the model building. That is where the main work comes in. So whether you are supposed to choose the right algorithm, like the sentiment analysis algorithm or the recommendation system algorithm. Then using this algorithm, you are going to be able to train the data to feed like thousand comments at a go as examples. And after that, after the model is being trained, then you now evaluate the model's performance. So at this point, you are not looking at it at the point that the model that is being trained is perfect. No, uh, for the previous like the types of machine learning that I explained about, yeah, all the three doesn't mean that your model is going to be the best. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. So that is why they are looking at you as the user to make their model better by providing better data for them to be able to train the model to become better for you to use. And the last one, communication. So after you've trained that model, you should be able to make sure that You integrate the model's results and creating a clear and compelling visualization and communicating findings to stakeholders. So stakeholders means the people that are viewing your message for that movie recommendation that you posted. So that is all that is all for what the data scientists do. And this is a scenario that I can give you to understand to let you understand what data scientists do for those who want to be data scientists. So we look at real world applications of data science and machine learning. So the first one is health. As I said earlier, in the field of health, things are changing, and they are looking for new ways to detect diseases. So they are using machine. So they use machine learning to be able to detect new diseases and recommend drugs for people to use. And for the field of finance, the stock markets, those who do forex trading, then you look, watching the markets. They are some are actually using trained machine learning algorithms to be able to predict that data. So it will tell you whether to buy or sell a particular currency pairs. So my forex boys will attest to what I'm saying. Then the third one is retail. So retail, you enter a shop, let's say a modern shop like Accra Mall or any of the shops in Accra. Then you be like, okay, what should I? And then you be like, okay, what should I buy? Then you come again, you're like, okay, so since you bought this, and these are the category of things that you like, then why time I can go in for another product that you've not used before, which is in the same category that you like the most. Then you end up buying it and you're like, oh, that's great. I can still be able to use that to be able to buy a lot of things. And trust me, you love it. And the fourth one is entertainment. So with using the Spotify, YouTube, when these algorithms are being trained to be able to recommend movies, songs, or anything of your choice that you want to listen or watch. And you look at the career opportunities in data science and machine learning. So that's where everyone wants to go. So for we have data scientists where they deal with their data and to get the data very well. So and data analysts where they've gotten their process data to be able to make analysis of a particular situation or particular problem that they want to solve. And so for data engineers, they actually create models for the data that they have, and using pipelines to be able to get solid data for the data for the analysts to use. Then we have data architects, business intelligence analysts, you have statistician, and machine learning engineers. So for machine learning, they are just there to create models to be put in their applications or anything that will need a machine learning inside. So I know everyone will come here. I know everyone will. So they're talking. I'm talking. Or which one should I do? Yeah, yeah. Just like Aki, what Aki is doing right now. He's confused. You don't know what to do. So think of it this way: data science and machine learning. They are two different. They are two different fields. You can't say you're learning both because and one will need one and the other one needs one. You understand? So you think about it that okay, these are the career opportunities I can get in learning one field and in another field. So if you are interested in putting or in adding machine learning to your applications, then machine learning is the best field for you. Or you can choose to go into the data science field where you want to play with raw data to be able to get the process or correct data for the data analyst to be able to give you a correct prediction of the data that you have. So I hope by now we are not think, by the end of this session we are all going to know what we want to do after here. So in order for you to thrive in this field, you need to n- know some certain things. Um, and these are the six important. So I'll say the six important but not required. I'll explain why. So one, for linear algebra, for linear algebra, machine learning, you will need it at some point. But for statistics, if you want to go into data science or data analytics, you need statistics a lot. And three, Python programming. There's no way you can run away from programming if you want to do data science or machine learning. Then the fourth one is not that important, which is Bash terminal or cloud console. So this is it. If you want to train your models locally on your computer, that's when you have to use the terminal. But if not, you have to use Google's Colab. So COLAB. So Colab. And five, SQL. That's for the database. So for data science enthusiasts, for example, you need to know a little bit of SQL. Then six, your problem solving skills. Yes. So that is it. So that is it for me. And before we go into the second session, I'll give room for anyone who has questions. Yes, you'll get the slides of the presentation. So I'll give room for those who have questions to raise up their hand, and I'll answer your question. So we are using the next 5 minutes to for Q&A. Then we move on to part two. The part two is just to let you get the grasp of whatever I've presented to you, or the things that we have shared here. Any question? Any questions? Any questions? Yes. Yes, you can unmute and ask a question.
Among data engineer, data scientists, and data analyst, which would you say is the biggest?
Sorry, I couldn't catch that.
Among data scientists, data analyst, and data engineer, which do you think is the biggest?
Okay, so I'll say so from what for me, I'll say data engineering because you're actually given a lot of data from the data scientist. So you're just using the algorithms and the machine learning algorithms to create to polish this data. So these data are raw data to be able to get a processed data for the data analysts to do their job by analyzing the process data that the data engineer has done. Do you get it?
No, please come again.
Uh, I was asking if you understood what I just said.
No, I did not understand.
Okay, so let me repeat it. So I'm saying that for data engineers, they need the raw data that the data scientists have to do to get it to these engineers. And these data engineers use algorithms to be able to train this raw data for and to become a processed data or a useful data for the data analysts to do their job as analysts to explain what you as the data engineer has done, and for people to understand what you are doing, or what you have created. Please do get it. Time.
Yes. So,
Okay.
okay, so we use this data analyst is like the smallest
But
among the three. Data
I won't
analyst
say that.
is the smallest
Yes,
among the
let's
three.
see. Yes, because the second point is, if you have to look at the salaries that the three jobs have, it is data engineers that are getting the most before data scientists and data analysts. So from, I'll say it's the smallest. And right now, the people are not hiring for the data analysts. They are rather going for data scientists or data engineers, most especially data engineers. Yes, Uma, you can unmute and ask a question now.
Okay, hi. Thank you for the presentation. My question is,
Sure, sure.
you spoke about a few fields. You said data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, machine learning, and so on. I want to talk a little bit about the barrier of entry to each of those fields. How easy it is for new beginners to start, and how long it will take to achieve an intermediate to become an intermediate level in all of those fields.
Okay, sure. So, to be honest, uh, unless you want to work in Ghana, but if you are thinking globally, no company is hiring for an entry or a junior level scientist or data analyst. So for even data analyst right now, I've not seen jobs like JDs or job descriptions for data analyst. And for machine learning engineers, they are actually hiring learning engineers. But for machine learning engineers, you have to get some level of experience. So at least you should be a mid-level engineer. That's why I said, for right now, the way things are going, you should, if you want to go into the field of machine learning or to become a machine learning engineer, you have to think of being a mid-level engineer. But the problem that comes in is, what do I do to become a mid-level engineer? So it means that you have to think of doing open source projects, of which some of us here on the call know what open source is and the importance of doing open source, and to work with your lecturers or your professors in their labs. That is if they have one, or you look for a startup that you can be able to use the skills that you've learned to be able to train models for them, for their businesses, or anything that the startup business is for. So that is it for the machine learning engineer. For the data scientist, I can't really talk about it because I'm not in that field. So the little that I know is, but the little that I know is that for data scientists and for data engineers especially, they are actually new. They are not new fields, but they are fields that are getting more opportunities for people who want to enter into that field. And the same requirement for machine learning engineers is the same thing for the data scientists or data engineers. So they work hand in hand. They are not two different fields altogether. For data engineers especially, they need to learn something small. They need to learn something small about machine learning to be able to do their work. Okay, so it's not a it's not a different field altogether. So, woman, I hope you get it.
Yeah, one quick follow-up question. How about the technical requirements? So getting going from a beginner to an intermediate level in terms of technical requirement. Let's say you need maths or you need to learn some coding. Which of them do you think? Can you just maybe rank them from? Okay, this one is easy to get into, and then pick up. Let's say 3 months, 4 months, you could maybe build a project, and then this one here is a little bit harder for you to go from total beginner to building something substantial.
Okay, so for machine learning, you want to learn machine learning. It's not like how you are going to learn how learning web dev. That's you have to wait when you learn HTML, CSS, then you can now work on the project. No, for machine learning, you'll be dealing with a lot of algorithms. So let's say you've learned the supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Um, before we end the call, I'll actually share a book that you can go online and download for those who want to do machine learning. Yeah, so I'll share the book after the before we end the call. Then you can go and check it out. So so you need to, but for the programming you need to know Python because that's what is being used. You can use other languages, but for for life to become easier for you, you need Python is the best, and that's what every company uses.
Okay, thank you very much. You really
You're
answered.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I someone asked the question here. So saying that will AI replace data scientists or analysts in the future? Hey, no. They are not going to replace them. They are actually needed though, but they are never going to be replaced. So that is it. Yes, Davidson, you can unmute and ask your question now.
Okay, so please, my question is, um, as humans, let's say AI is taking over our jobs and everything, what are we supposed to do to prevent that?
Okay, so you the whole thing about AI taking your jobs, unless for some particular things you need to. Yes, so yeah, there are things that you need to do right now, and one thing you need to do is that you need to accept the fact that AI is going to take your jobs, and the second thing is you look for area like things that you can use AI to do to be able to upskill your. So the whole point is you need to upskill yourself. You understand? Because without that, and you still stick to the traditional way of doing things, trust me, AI is going to take your job, and you are going to sit in your house doing nothing. You understand?
So,
All right. Prosper, you can unmute and ask your question.
So the AI, is it a machine learning or this thing?
So machine learning is under AI.
Okay.
All right. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. So any other questions so that we move on to the second part? Yes, Ezra, you can ask a question now.
Yeah, it's not actually a question, but then mostly people fear asking, saying AI will take your job. So what I would say is you should find out how you can use the existing tools, the AI, to improve your work and then upskill yourself, as in upgrade yourself to the latest
Exactly.
level of
That
innovation.
that's
Yeah.
that's it's true.
Don't put it in your mind that AI will take your job, then like you're just there. Yeah. So you
Yes,
should also be improving on yourself. The AI itself, use it to improve your solutions, whatever you are
yes,
doing. Yeah.
yes, that's true. So think
You
of
should
it
not put
like
that. Yeah, you should not put that fear in us that the AI will take our job or something. Yeah.
okay, yes, that's true. And thank you, Ezra, for the contribution. So, I recommend that if you want to actually upskill yourself, you should enroll the ALX career AI Career Essentials program. So, whether you get a certificate and you're actually going to get the skills that you can, how you can use AI to improve the way you work. So, with that, you are not going to think of you losing your job or something. You understand? Yes. So let me read the questions that I have in the chat box. So Dolph is saying, considering how quickly AI is improving, big strides in this. Yes, true, 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 true. And some this is saying, I don't really understand the machine learning. What's the main purpose of studying the course? Yes, thank you for dropping the link. So I don't really understand the machine learning. What's the main purpose of studying this course, and what are the algorithms you are talking about? So let me just break this down. So machine learning is getting the or using the data that the data scientists have gotten, or let me just put it this way. So machine learning is training the data or training a data called model. So you hear it, model. So they are technical terms. So you are training the model to predict things for you. So for example, if you are when you are using Spotify or YouTube, then you are always watching a particular video, or you are always listening to this music that you always love. So it will take. So let me use Spotify for example. If you are listening to Stonebwoy or Shatawale songs, then you're listening, listening. You'll be like, okay, so you like listening to Ghanaian songs. So to recommend other Ghanaian songs for you, so that you choose the one that you want. Then with that, you are also making their algorithms better. So for the algorithms, then this an intro session. So I don't want to go in depth into the algorithms that you use to train the model. You understand? So that's the whole point of machine learning and its importance. So I'll pause for the questions here from, and we are going to actually do something here. Don't know how. So we are going to use the next 5 to 10 minutes to. So we are how many on the call? Wow. Uh, we are 29, and the Kahoot can take up to 10 players. So let me just try my Hey, thank you. Okay, hope everyone can see my screen now. The problem here, the problem at hand is it can only take up to 10 players. So I wanted us to do a breakout session so that it will make so that you can have groups of two groups to be able to play this game, or let's say 5 members in one group so that you can play this game. But I don't know how it's going to be. So I don't know if he's still on the call. JL, can you do you have a way we can do this?
Okay, share the link on my WhatsApp, and I'll share it inside the main group, the WhatsApp group, so that the people who are interested can join it.
Okay, it's
Or
actually
better still, you can even
sorry, I couldn't catch that.
you can put the link in the message section. So when they just click on it, it will send a message them to the game and then they can input the pin and then they will join. And someone
Well,
has raised their hand. I don't know why, but
yeah, the pin is there, all right. So yeah, Prosper, you have a question or a suggestion on how we are going to go about it? Yes, Prosper, you can unmute and um. Okay, so what do you think we can do, right?
I think but then you see that someone if Umar has joined you, so you think that people can click on the link and join in. Like it can't have everyone. Yeah.
Yes. So the pin, I'm saying that the pin is there, so they just have to enter the pin and they are good to go. So let me just put the website there, kahoot.it. Yes, so I'll send the link. I'll send the link, so they should be able to access it. Um,
Yeah. So guys, if you want to join the game, the link is in the message section. So you just click on it and then you join the game. And please don't leave because if he is when he is done with his when he's done speaking, I would like to take 5 minutes to tell you a surprise or just to give you something for the night. So please don't leave after he is done. Thank you.
so let's wait for some 3 minutes, then we can start. Okay, maybe two more. Hey, Mr. Engineer. Sounds good. Oh, two more, two more, two more. Please don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Just so we are all using this to end. We are all using this to learn. So don't be afraid. Victor, the pin is 8 4. So the pin is there. I've shared my screen. So to make things better, let me just type the pin. The pin is right there. I've shared my screen. So the pin, you see the pin there. So I'm waiting for three people. Then okay, 11 1. Okay, okay. I'm using the free version, so it's actually going to take maximum of 10 people. So let's okay 11. So wow. So let's join. Let's use the next 2 minutes. So for those who haven't joined, Please join. Please join the game. Please join the game. Who knows? The first shall be the last. The last shall be the first. Okay, we start at 8. So we start at 8-7 on the dot because you actually kept. I don't want to keep you guys here for a very long time. Um, okay, 8-7. So let's start. Oh, the questions aren't hard, so yeah, don't worry. So let's start with the first question. Yeah, so for those who couldn't join, you can also answer. Okay, 7 people had it. Let's see. Uma is on the top. Okay. Oh, well, the lady should be getting it correct. So let's see. Next question. Yes, so I talked about exploratory analysis in the first. The,
I can't see the questions. I'm only seeing the answers. That's why I couldn't answer.
the question is at the top. The options are down. Sorry. Okay, so
Yes, it's appearing on my screen only the answers. I can't see the questions. So I think
Yeah,
I'm
so
out of
for
it.
you the player, you only see the answers. So you should look on the question from the screen that he's sharing.
sharing, yes.
So you should read the
Okay,
question from the screen. Then you
or better still, in order not
choose
to,
the answer.
I I decided to keep my screen on because I wanted those who couldn't join to be able to answer the questions on their own. Or this is going to create confusion. So let me just share my screen. So one person had it. So I said that for the exploration analysis in data science is used to uncover patterns and trends in the data that it has gotten from wherever source the data is coming from. So let's see. Omar is still at the top. Hey, what's happening? Okay. Yes. So let's move on to the next question. So the questions are on your screen. So you can decide not to look on my screen. The questions are on your screen. So you just need to answer. Yes. So one person had it. It's not so feature engineering. I talked about it. So feature engineering is getting the existing data and using that existing data to get new features to be able to be to be able to get the results of having a processed data. So that's and one person had it. Wow. Oh, the rest them munye choose to be denied. If you bit me alpha. So let's see who is that algebra. Hey, wow. What? Oh, Uma, how far? What's happening? So let's continue. Fourth question. Let's go. Priming function. Oh, this one there. Everybody will get it correct. Everybody will get it correct. This one there, everybody will get it correct. This one there, everybody will get it correct. Everybody gets it correct. Yes. Yeah. That's it. And learning data and making predictions. The person who had it wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see. Hey, Uma again. Wow. Slow down. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Third question.
The ladies are not so, why?
They are not asking. Good. Everybody had. Almost everyone had it. One. The one person had it wrong. Hey, asking. So for social media comments and predicting movie preferences, it should be entertainment, not retail. Okay. Oh, the ladies are not showing my scoreboard crowd. So algebra has come
It's
again.
nice show,
Pardon me. Okay, so let's look at the sixth question. Let's go. Okay. Uh, oh, well, everyone had it right. So that's great. So for the future, so for this one, let me just explain it. So for a potential future application of data science in personalized medicine, we talked about it. We talked about the fact that we are creating treatment based on individual genetic information. So just as I talked about the fact that the field of data science and machine learning is able, for the application of machine learning in healthcare, able to predict or recommend a particular drug for a particular condition one is suffering from. So that's the same thing for a potential future application of data science in personalized medicine. So let's see who is leading right now. And Omar has come to the top board again. And where is algebra is third? Oh, that's sad. So let's see. Last question. Let's see the ladies who come to the top. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's third. So, uh, who is Don Dove? who is Alex? And let's see who is the first person. Yes, Uma. ah, congrats to you guys. I'm so happy, and I'm also sad because the ladies were not able to make it to the top, which is so sad. But I hope it will be better in the next session. So yes, this is to make you learn more about but but don't worry, I'll give your lead will give you a gift, so don't worry at all. So all right, guys. So before we go, before I end, Patrick has a question, so I'll give you the chance. Then, let, so Patrick, you can unmute and ask your question now.
Oh, it's thank you for the opportunity. And good evening.
Uh,
Yeah, it seems like my phone was off, so I wasn't able to join from the starting. But I came to meet part of it, and it was much interesting.
I'm
Though.
sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I was saying that it was interesting. My phone was off. My phone went off, so I couldn't join early from the beginning.
Oh,
So
I'm so sorry about that.
I came to meet part of it, and also the quiz and everything. Like, it wasn't going my favor. I wasn't seeing the questions to do pop and answer. I'll come and watch it from the meeting before I go and answer. So it's like I was lagging behind there, but I was able to
Oh,
get answered correctly.
don't worry. I've actually posted a link to the slides, so you can just look at it.
Oh, okay.
You can just look at it after the session. Then
Thank you.
you are good to go.
Thank you very much.
I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All
Please,
right.
can you
So I was
repeat?
saying that yes, Abina, you can unmute and ask your question.
Oh no, I was telling Patrick to mute his mic.
Ah, okay, sure. Oh, the dock is locked. Wow. Um, let me do some quick settings. Uh, okay. I'm posting the link. I'm posting the link to the slides again. So please check. Please check if the dock is still locked. Okay, sure. So thank you very much, and I hope everyone enjoyed the session. So if you want to reach out to me, I've posted my LinkedIn link. You can uh, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Then I'll accept it, and we can continue the conversation from there. So thank you very much, and I hope everyone loved the session, and we'll continue to do more of this in a subsequent sessions. So thank you very much. I'll hand over to Jehel to be able to end the session.
Okay, so Jesse, thank you very much for honoring the invitation to take us for the machine learning session. And this whole session was actually something planned before what I am about to see. So basically, our patron, that is Serex Ford Bio. Yeah, you meet him on campus. The freshest, the level 100, level 200. Most of you would meet him on campus. He is our patron. He approached me with, or he approached our team with a session or a class that a contact of his is, try see, organizing. It is paid for a lot of people. Let me share my screen so I'll try to show you. So it is paid for a lot of people, but then specifically for AIT students, the course is going to be free. So I'm coming. I want to share my screen right away, then I'll show it to you. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So it should be coming right about now. Yeah, there we go. So the course is paid for a lot of people. If you actually look at the price, and I hope you can hear me well. If you can hear me, please just drop a reaction. So the course is paid for a lot of people. They'll be paying this amount. That's 1,500 cedis. The course is a machine learning and a data science course. And for data science, or even for the both of them, you specifically use Python for how do I put it? Python for main programming in these areas, even though you can use other frameworks as well. So for this data learning, data science and machine learning course, it's going to be a 4-week course, and then Cerex's contact is the one who's going to handle it, who's going to be handling it, and it is totally free for AIT students. So right after this meeting, we set forms link so that we would see the people. Yeah, I've met Sir Rexford. Yeah, so we will see the people who are interested in this course, because we are supposed to gather a list of people. And the way you guys have like turned up for this event, I would really love it if you guys would also turn up for this particular class, and it's totally free. I'm sure it's going to be happening on campus, but then we need the numbers, because we can't like post the event and then we'll just have only 10 people or 15 people. So we need like people who are really interested. So this isn't going for only you. We are going to use the word of mouth for now to disseminate the information and get your colleagues to also like know about this particular class. It's going to be on campus definitely, and Cerex and his contacts will be handling it. But then we are using this platform to tell you guys about it. This is the first information. So this is the event. This is also a second one of it. It's basically the same flyer, but then this is everything about it, and it is actually a 5-week something. It's 4 weeks, but then for here you see week 0, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and they have like it has its shall I say areas of focus. So week 0 you do introduction to data science and Python crash course. Then week 1 you do data analysis and visualization. Week 2 you do advanced exploratory data analysis, building machine week 5 you'll be strengthening your working on real world Yeah, okay. Please, yeah, we can't see anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. My network went out for a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to stop my screen sharing for a while because of my network. If I turn it on, it would disrupt it. So basically, it's going to be from week 0 to week 5, and with every step of the way, there's a particular area of focus that he would be taking you through. So if you are interested in it, I'll develop the Google Forms this evening, and I'll put it into the group, the WhatsApp group. That's for the EIT students, the WhatsApp group. I'll put it into it, and then all you have to do is just to go. When is it starting, please? Yeah, so we haven't set a date yet because we are now sharing it out. So once we get the numbers, so once we know that okay, this amount of people, or this is the estimation of the amount of people that will be coming, then we can set a date and then we start it. Some of us don't have the AIT email. Oh, no, 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 don't worry. The AIT email is not what I'm going to be using. If you are in the GDSC group, that's for the AIT. If you're in the GDSC group, then that's what we would be using for, like, that's where I'll be sending the form. So, yeah. So, Dondorf, I don't know if you're in the AIT group. If you aren't in the AIT group, you should be in the AIT group if you know about this. So, find a way to. Okay, that's great. So yes, so this is going to be a data science and machine learning class, which is going to happen in person on AIT campus. So if you have any friends, if you know, just share the information around that there is going to be a class. I will share the link into the group so that you guys would confirm if you are interested in it or not. And then we would like know the estimation of the people, and then we will send the list to Cerex. Then he would give it to his contacts, and then we can start planning for the class. And I hope that is understood. And secondly, for the information that I have is also related to machine learning. So this is the Google crowdsource. Google crowdsource is basically a platform created CVU. Yes, CVU. It's going to happen on CVU campus. Yeah. So Google crowdsource is basically a platform which was created by Google to allow individuals to share or to contribute to the platform to help AI. And with this, it also uses machine learning concepts and artificial intelligence. So when we talk about machine learning and then you actually go into detail in it, this is what Google is also doing. So I want to share my screen for the last time. If the network breaks, the network breaks, but then it's going to be very quick on this. I just want to show you what I want to talk about. This is going to last for, I'm going to be speaking for 5 minutes, then we'll be done. So this platform here that I am on right now is the Google Cloud crowdsource platform, and what it does is that they have set up certain should I say tasks or certain games that you engage yourself in, and then when you engage in these tasks, you contribute to their platform. So if we take something like image verification, let me load this website for you, this particular game, so you see what I'm talking about. So it is opening. My network is really bad, but something like this is image verification or image label verification. What it will do is that, let's say if I select that I want to verify images on, let's say, football players on firefighters, it is going to bring me a list of pictures and then to ask me that, are these pictures of footballers or firefighters? Then I would just have to say yes or no. So when I am agreeing, so it has opened right now. So let's take hockey. So I am clicking on hockey right now, so you see what I am trying to say. Yeah, this is going to last 5 minutes and then I'll finish. Great. Now they are asking you, does this image contain hockey? That's the game. So you just say yes, you just say no. Then it's going to bring up different ones. So let me say no, let me say yes, let me say no, and then it's going to continue like this. No, no, no. So later, let's say if someone in some part of the world brings up this particular picture, or let's say he takes a picture of something and it is this particular picture, and he puts it into Google, that Google should search for this picture or something, Google would know that this picture isn't a hockey picture because let's say I selected no, or because a lot of people in the world are which and who are also contributing selected no. So Google will tell the person searching that no, this isn't a picture of a hockey, or this isn't a picture of the hockey sport. That is machine learning contributing to a particular model so that the model can be useful to society. Now, the fun thing about this is that if let's say you are a student or you are someone in a particular community, you can just go ahead and contribute on your own. But then when you are in a community, we have the Google crowdsource community in AIT. And the thing about this is that when you join the community and then you contribute to like Google crowdsource, at a particular period in time, Google sends out something called swags. Swags are in like normal terms, you see merchandise. There are shirts, water bottles, books, and then other items. They send it out periodically to a number of people who reach a particular level. So whilst you are contributing to Google's crowdsource, they would also reward you with these items. And not only that, you would also get courses which aren't available to other people, like normal people. So you get artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence courses, and then what's it called? Machine learning courses, which you can also learn on your own to upskill. That's to improve on your skill. Someone is asking, yeah, more like building up knowledge. Yeah, Patrick, that's actually right. It's more like building up. Let me just share the screen a bit. Yeah, so more like a training model. So yeah, you guys get it right. So this particular the community for AIT, I'll send the group to the WhatsApp platform as well. Right after this call, I'll send it to the platform. And if you are interested in joining that group, you just join it. So when you join the group, after a period of time, I will also send the community link itself so that you would register to that community. So when you register to the community as an AIT student and then you contribute to this application, then your level will be building up, and then the people in charge of the Google crowdsource will be monitoring your level. So when you reach a particular level, they'll send out courses to you that, oh, okay, you've reached level 5. So here is an artificial intelligence course that you can take to build up your skill. Or let's say they can send you a machine learning course. Or when you reach, let's say, level 7, normally if you reach level 7, they are supposed to send you the swags, that's the bottles, and then the bags, the t-shirts, and all of that. Yeah, so you have to be in the community so that when they are sending out these items, they can send it collectively. Not that they will send it to one person later and then they'll send to another person later, but then they'll send it all at once. So that's what I have for you. First is the machine learning and data science course, which we are going to be spreading out so that we can get people who are interested in it. And then second is the Google crowdsource community for AIT. So these are the two informations I have for you, and I should believe that if you guys have come into this meeting for the data science and machine learning, then it means that you are interested. So this course would be something great for you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining, because we actually had 51 people registering for the event, and let's say we averaged around 30 participants, and that's actually like a really great step looking at our past events. Next week we have a session on OBS. OBS is an open source broadcasting software. It's a software that allows you to stream on social media and other platforms. So if you are into multimedia, I am into multimedia, but then I'm also into network engineering. So you can actually be a software developer, you can be a software engineer and still be in multimedia. That's something that I do. I'm into tech and multimedia at the same time. So next week, that's the event we'll be covering, OBS, the OBS platform. So if you're interested in it, when the flyer comes out, you just register for the event, and then we'll be meeting same time next week on Google Meet. Thank you for joining this meeting. I am Jihel, and it was nice having you guys. Bye.